Okay, so here we are again in another video, and today, as always, we are going to start with the DXY. Well, today we had a few losses, and I'm gonna explain them today. Okay, well, of course, today, not tomorrow. So let's start with the DXY observation. First of all, we had this break of structure to the upside, leaving this relevant liquidity on H1 down here with well, the price came pretty close to it, but in the end it went for the previous daily high. We had here this move, marking a really good trade here with this proper mitigation. R5 was down here. You know that I don't trade the XY because it has a lot of spread, but if here it gives a proper entry, usually it gives good entries on the other pairs. Okay, so Euro USD. First of all, we started the day with this relevant liquidity on H1 being taken from all this shit here, but well, then we had this, of course, relevant liquidity on H1, but I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. Relevant liquidity on H1, and I was looking for buys, but not anymore as it came close to the previous daily low, and I didn't really like it. This is one of the setups that I want to study someday, which it comes close to the relevant liquidities on a higher time frame. Then we have a break of structure to the upside, and more or less mitigation to a liquidity zone, but I have to study it. Okay, nothing yet. I have to see and think about it, but I have a lot of things to think about it, and right now this is not a priority. So well, in the end of the day, it finally took the previous daily low and went to the downside, and it cheated itself. Okay, GU, my first trade of the day, I think, no, my second trade of the day. I made a mistake here that I'm going to explain right now. Okay, so well, we have a lot of things running up here, but it was to understand everything. So in the end, it wasn't unuseful. Yeah, it wasn't useful. I think it's not necessary. Maybe this, yes, but well, in the end, we took the previous daily low. I was looking for a buy to take the rally within M5, and well, the price did so. But my mistake was that I took the trade. We had this week, and then we had another week here, and I took the trade anyways. We even had this is a momentum candle, but usually when there are buyers in this low, they use this type of candles that move strong to the upside to entice buyers in this case, make them entry, and they don't want to lose the trade, and then they fuck them, well, their stop losses. We even had this timing that usually 10:30 is a manipulation time. So when do you have this type of patterns here close to the timing, it usually takes the low, and as you can see, I knew that and I traded it anyways. I knew that it had a week and I traded it anyway, so it was completely my mistake. This is not a trade that I should have taken, but in the end of the day I did. So stop loss, and then the price came to the zone that I had marked up. Perfectly reaction. Well, it took these early sellers here, only within M5, taking the early sellers, and then it shifted itself to like Euro USD. Okay, happy because it was correct, but not. But I think I made a mistake, and I have to improve that. Okay. Here it comes the second, well, the first trade of the day. We had USD JPY. This is not an H1 BOS anymore. We had a lot of liquidity here to the downside. It broke the previous daily high here, and I wanted to look for a sell. we had clear relevant liquidity on H1 and relevant liquidity on M5, which of course it's my main target. You can see why here. And my trade here, I think this is not a mistake. Okay, so it was a proper trade, in my opinion. We had a clean break to the downside, relevant liquidity on 5 here, clear relevant liquidity on 5. My mistake here was that I entered here. So you can see relevant liquidity on M1 taken with a wick. So today my mistakes were wicks, and I entered because I wanted to trade, and this is my mistake. Then it gave the proper entry here, creating a higher high and everything with an engulfing candle, and I could have traded something like this, but well, so it was a good trade anyways, but my mistake it was that I entered with a wick, and I really know that I don't do that. I shouldn't do that, because I have studied that when it takes the liquidity with a wick, it usually takes it, and as you can see in all time frames, usually maybe on H1 it's not that clear, but yeah, it happens. And well, it fucked me because I had a stop loss, the proper entry was here. What fucked me is that I knew that and I made the mistake, so that's why I'm telling it. Okay, I don't want to make it anymore, so let's see if I don't make it. This weekend I'm gonna try to study this week what happened and everything, and well, I have to be clear about that. Okay, so in the end, relevant liquidity on M5 being taken, perfect move, no confirm, but perfect move out of timing. And then relevant liquidity on H1 here, we had relevant liquidity on M5 here. This is the relevant liquidity in H1, but it was too close and it's not clear. And then it went high, so yeah, it took this relevant liquidity, well, this relevant liquidity on M5. Next, USD CHF. I was looking for sells, so we took this previous weekly high yesterday. In this case, we had this previous daily high with no breaks of structure here. We had the relevant liquidity in H1 down here. So I was looking for sells, but it broke and yeah, it went down all the way. No opportunity to trade, out of timing. It took the relevant liquidity on M5. It took the relevant liquidity on M5 after taking the relevant liquidity on H1. So if it was on timing, I would have looked for a continuation trade probably here. But yeah, in this case, I don't like it. So it came back again. Usually Asia high and Asia low doesn't have a lot of liquidity. So well. And well, in the end, it went up, taking the relevant liquidity on H1 again, and no trade opportunities for me. I was working anyways, but I like to look at it. And USD CAD, there's not much to say here. So we were in a range all this way, taking this relevant liquidity in H1 here. As you can see, it took it again. Well, in this case, we had, yeah, there's no relevant liquidity in H1. So it took this low again here and then again, and well, it broke the structure here, respected the previous daily low and relevant liquidity on H1 liquidity, reacted again and pushed to the upside, taking previous daily high and relevant liquidity on H1 and previous weekly high. And of course, no opportunities to trade. I'm not trading here, of course, it's out of timing and it's far, yeah, but ATR level, well, it's booked, I think. So yeah. So these were my trades. Those were my trades. I made 2 mistakes. One trade was correct, the other one wasn't. My account is break even now, so well, I feel okay with it because I'm seeing that the results are there. The trades went properly in the direction that I was looking for. The thing is that the timing was wrong, or well, the timing, yeah, that moment was wrong. That I made a mistake, but it's okay. So the important thing is that I have to learn from these mistakes, and well, I hope you like it. And of course, see you tomorrow or on the weekend. Bye bye.